Our next speaker joined a corporate club in 2009. However, she became active in Toastmasters in 2016. She's working on the Connect with Storytelling project in Pathways Innovative Planning. Over the next 5 to 7 minutes, she's going to share the importance of understanding systems with her speech title, Next Thursday, Next Thursday. Please welcome April Gillis.
Woo woo! Go April!
Thank you so much, Madam Toastmaster. Bonjour, je m'appelle Avril. Buenos dias. Me llamo Abril. Good morning. My name is April Gillis. Good morning, my fellow Toastmasters and honored guests. Have you ever thought of language as a system? Let me ask again. Have you ever thought of language as a system? Let me tell you a story about how I found out that language is in fact a system. But let's first define a system. Webster's dictionary defines a system as a set of things working together as part of an interconnected network. Language fits that. The things are our words. They work together as an interconnected network. Here's how I found out that language is very specific. I was always an adventurous child. I was curious. I always wanted to travel the world and see new things. So I went from school in California and I went to Georgia. Didn't realize how far Georgia was until I was watching the news and there were hurricanes in Florida. I'm thinking, why do we care about Florida? Then I looked at a map. Oh, we're pretty far away. I got comfortable in Georgia and I thought, let's go abroad. A couple of my friends said, hey, would you like to come to France with us? I said, sure, why not? So off to France we went to study abroad. And this is where I found out the lesson that I call Next Thursday or Next Thursday. We had different options to study, either at the university with other international students or to stay at the local university with the other American students. I thought, well, I've gone far enough. I'll stay here with my fellow classmates. We had this professor. His name was Monsieur Moxer. He was excellent. We had him for a literature class. Now, this class was twice a week, Tuesday and Thursday. All of us were overachievers because, let's face it, we decided to study abroad in a foreign country where we didn't know the language and we didn't have to. On Tuesday, at the end of class, Monsieur Moxer, as he normally does, he walks over to the board and he gives us our homework. Your homework is due next Thursday, jeudi prochain, as he said in French. We thought, wow, today's Tuesday. We get to turn in our homework next week. We have a whole week and a half to turn in our homework. We were ecstatic. So we decided to focus on other things. Besides, we're studying abroad in France, in a little town called Strasbourg, on the border near Germany. We were so excited. Wednesday comes and goes. We come back to class on Thursday, and we're ready for the lesson of the day. And Monsieur Moxer walks up to the board. Bonjour tout le monde. Please pull out your homework. Homework? No. No homework today. You told us next Thursday. And he says, yes, that is today. The whole class erupts. No, we protest. Again, we're overachievers. We do our homework. It may be last minute, but we get it turned in on time. And we go back and forth with all of the students. Monsieur Moxer, He says, no, that is today. We say, no, that is next week. And all of a sudden, in a moment of clarity, he says, ah, I'll never forget. He turns around, he walks over to the board, and he writes on the board. In French, next Thursday means the very next Thursday. What? Well, in English, we say this Thursday, next Thursday. To which he lets us know that is wonderful. However, in the language system of French, there is no expression of this Thursday. So there's only next Thursday. We use the same words, but the system of our language is different. It explains so much why our homework wasn't turned in, or I always tried to give my host mom 2 weeks notice of when I was going to travel. And every weekend she seemed perplexed that I was still home. And I could never understand why. She would say, I thought you were going to London this weekend or Spain this weekend. And I say, no, that's next week. She'd look at me perplexed and I would look at her perplexed. Until, aha, Monsieur Moxer, next Thursday, next Thursday. In the best French I can muster, I explained to her that in English, our system of language says this Thursday for this week and next Thursday for next week. But in French, we didn't know that their language system does not have the same expression. This was a valuable lesson I've taken with me into business. When I'm listening to my customers, now I ask questions. Next Thursday? Next Thursday. Question 1, what I heard XYZ. Is that what they meant? Number 2, does the picture that they envision in their mind match the words that they are speaking? And number 3, what clarifying questions can I ask to make sure that their vision is actually what they said? One of my favorite verses, Habakkuk 2:2. Write the vision and make it plain so he who sees it can run with it. You need to know, which Thursday are we talking about? Next Thursday or next Thursday? Madam Toastmaster, back to you.
Woo-woo! Thank you, April, for sharing with us about what it means about next Thursday, next Thursday.